How's the ball there, Chloe? Tastes good? What's going on? Alright, I just hit the cave and it's like 7:15 on Tuesday night. Kind of a crazy day and I haven't got here yet, so I'm going to try to get some stuff done. Last night after I shot that video I did commit to the placement of the fender flares. You can see where they ended up there. And here. Now the good part about this being on each side is that you can't see each side at once because they're not identical, but that's okay. You can also see that there's a gap. See there's a little gap in the way they sit on there? It was suggested to use Abe's Epoxy Sculpt. Hello dog. Use Abe's Epoxy Sculpt to fill that in. I did, like, I forced one back last night there. I had to pinch that and hold it for, I don't know, 10-20 minutes. Tried to get some clamps on it but just couldn't. And it did glue all the way down the body. I could probably do the same thing here. I just don't want to pull the rear of that body out too much and kind of have it splay out. So I might fill that up with Aves, or if you figure they're using Jeep parts and it didn't fit, I could drill out the bolts, because these are bolt-on fender flares, and make it look like they just didn't add that bolt because they couldn't. I don't know. Might do a combination of both because it's kind of cool. Thanks everybody for your suggestions on how to fill the gaps on there. I've been trying to answer everybody's comments, and for some reason I can't reply to Cry Me a River, 1110, and Crash and Cinder. I've tried to reply to your comments. I don't know if they were put through Google+. And Crash and Cinder asked, the flares come off that new Jeep kit? Yep, they come off of that new Revell Rubicon kit, the green kit. It's a fetch. It's a curbside kit, and seems like a nice enough kit. I might buy another one someday to build it out of the box. But as for tonight, I'm going to I think I'm going to drill out the inside of the body with the trusty old Dremel, and maybe glue up my exhaust pipes. See, I barely get like an hour a night to actually work down here, so it goes pretty slow. But while we're talking, I want to remind you of the Secret Santa, or announce it. We're having a Secret Santa contest, or not contest, Secret Santa exchange at ScaleModelAddict.com in the forum. And if you're a member of the forum and haven't heard about it, you just have to send a private message to the Secret Santa account. And what we do is we just match people up by region, so US with US, Canada with Canada, international, like Europe, basically the other side of the Atlantic, with people from there. So it doesn't cost you a fortune in shipping. And you just send your address and your genre preference, so if you're into cars or into boats or into whatever, you know? So you kind of ask for something that you're into, in the hopes that you'll actually build it and not just hoard it, right? So I shouldn't talk about that myself, though. Alright, so we got white crap everywhere. Alright, I'm grinding those out, and I ground them out even more than previously. Previously on The Walking Dead. Yeah. I'm going to jump over to the little booth there and show you, just because there's not enough contrast here and all this styrene. So I'm going to set this up on the chassis again, and we'll look at it again. Hey, I got another question for you. Would you prefer, as a viewer of SMA, YouTube, would you prefer like little daily, here's what I did for an hour at the bench videos, or would you rather I like wait a few days and actually get a bunch of progress done? Because honestly, for me, it's not a whole lot different. I still have to sit down, yeah, maybe it's a bit more editing if I do it every day, but it's just shorter clips, so there's not as much to edit. So really, at the end of the day, it's kind of the same thing. So you want to let me know that? That's tonight's poll. Would you rather have short videos but frequent, and let's call those frequent? Or you'd rather have more stuff accomplished, and we'll say those are more stuff. So would you prefer frequent or more stuff? Let me know. I appreciate the comments. Thank you all. Alright, there you can see how I cut the flares out. I really did kind of try to streamline the body with the shape of the flare, even in the front. You're going to see there might need a little bit of filling up there, but I'm not too stressed over that. I did leave the little front portion of the body, I'm referring to this little point, because we still got to get that Mustang front nose on there, right? And I don't want to totally lose that, I guess. But yeah, so it's sitting, that's pretty much where it's supposed to be. So I did open that up quite a bit, and I think that's just appropriate. If you put these things on your car, you're going to cut that away. I know they do that on Jeeps, and that was pointed out to me, but that's something I had seen before too, just in the local guys and their rigs. On their cool CJs and XJs and all that stuff. So yeah, that's what I got done tonight. Got those cut out. Got these things set up. And that reminds me of last night's poll question regarding the size diameter for the tubing for the exoskeleton. Thanks everyone for casting your vote, your opinion more or less. The overwhelming response was use the larger diameter stuff, which was always that was kind of my gut feeling, like I had mentioned. I'm going to try that out, and a couple great comments last night on how to negotiate installing it and stuff, and thanks for that. I really appreciate it. Well, another kind of crazy short video. Again, tonight's poll is, would you prefer more frequent or more stuff? And that's where I'm at. I might sneak down here later and try to deal with those gaps. Still undecided. It's going to be a fun build, man. Once I get going. Yeah. No, it's cool. I think it's going to look totally freaking kick ass, if I'm honest with you. I really do. It's coming together like I pictured. It's just taking time, but that's how stuff like this goes when you're just trying to, you know, have a hobby. So I'll leave you again. I know I said goodbye earlier, but goodbye.